Hello again, this is Alice from the future. I am here to introduce to you this new declutter video. I hope you are enjoying this series while it's running. We're going through all of the categories of my makeup collection and getting rid of things that I don't use or I don't like or I don't need in my collection. You will see a lot of things coming up from both my worst in 2018 as well as things that just tried and didn't work out or I haven't used in a long time. I want to remind you that at the end of this declutter series there will be a giveaway. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let's get into this declutter. Hey guys, I cleaned my brushes yesterday and today I was gonna put them away, and I realized that the only face brushes that I use are the ones that I washed, and I have this whole organizer right here that is full of brushes that I didn't use at least for months because I haven't touched them since cleaning quite a few times actually. So I decided to just go through a declutter quickly, and this fits quite nicely with the New Year's stuff that I'm doing anyways. Maybe to walk you through the ones that I was cleaning to put away. This is the Morphe M439. I really don't like this one. It's just applies my foundation streaky, so this is gonna go. Then here I have a very old Kiko limited edition brush for powder that I never use anymore, so this will go as well. This Real Techniques, what is it, a bronzer brush, I actually want to keep because I like it in the summer. It's very nice and big to apply my Body Shop pearls. Here I have a Zoeva buffer brush. This I use for my powder foundation, so I haven't used it in a while, but this will stay. I have here a Sigma dual fiber powder brush, F15. This is an original one that I won in a giveaway actually, so I'm gonna keep this one and see how I can incorporate it better. Real Techniques dual fiber face brush I'm keeping. I like to use this for some foundations that I have. And then going through with the rest. This is the Zoeva Silk Finish 102. This is a nice one for some type of foundations. It's not my favorite, but I'll keep it because I like to have a full collection of it. Same thing here, a Zoeva 110 Face Shape. I use these a lot for face paints and stuff like that. So I'll just give it a clean because it looks like it was used and never cleaned. And only once because this comes all off. And it can go in this box here. This I'm keeping, this is going. Quite simple. This is my Real Techniques powder brush. I love this a lot. I am using different ones now, but I used to love that a lot. I'm keeping this one for sure. Same with the Zoeva Luxe Face Definer. Gorgeous brush. Not the one that I'm using right now the most, but a really nice one, which I'm keeping. These on this side seem more like stuff I keep usually. Blush brush from Real Techniques, really like that one. I really like this Luxe Cheek Finish from Zoeva. They're a bit dusty, and that was why I was gonna put them away in a drawer instead of keeping them out like this. This is my Morphe M501. Also haven't used it in a little bit, but I definitely should. I like that one. Same with my Real Techniques contour brush. I have a few of these which I like. This is my Perfecting Face brush from Bare Minerals. Really like it for BB creams and lighter foundations. The Real Techniques Multitask brush, I used this quite a lot for powder for a while, then I moved on, but it's still a very nice brush when I need it. This is the 105 Lux Highlight from Zoeva, a nice one to powder underneath the eyes, which I'll keep. This is my e.l.f. Angle brush and another one of the contour brushes from Real Techniques. These are all brushes I have used in the past with a lot of love. Here I have another Silk Finish from Zoeva. I think I only need one of those. This is another dual fiber multitasker from Real Techniques. This I also only need one of. This is a little concealer brush from Boozy Cosmetics. I actually think I want it on my desk. And here I have my two Real Techniques setting brushes. I used these a lot for a highlighter for a while, and now I'm using something else, but I can't get rid of them. I love them so much, and they're really good for concealer as well. This is a little Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush, and why it is with the face brushes, I don't know. This is a concealer buffer from Zoeva, and I have another one here that is new. I'll put the new one to pass along or sell on my blog, and this one I'll keep because I like to use it for spot concealing. I have a few, two of these e.l.f. stippling brushes, and one is new and one is I think quite old. I'm gonna toss or declutter the old one. The new one, I used to use this a lot for blush, and bronzer, and I really loved it. But now this is much smaller, and it has much longer fibers. I think I want to keep it. I have two of these Real Techniques, what are they called? Sculpting stippling brushes, sorry. I used to use them a lot for my, what is it called? BB creams and lighter foundations, as well as cream blusher, but I only need one, so one will go, one will stay. This is a fan brush. It's the only fan brush I have, and I really don't like it. Like, I never ever use it, but it's the only fan brush I have, so sometimes I might want to. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. This is the Boozy Shop Flat Contour. Don't use this shape at all, so this will go. This is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. I feel like I have a few of these as well. Oh yeah, this is a blush brush, different one. I thought I have many of these. I don't. Let me see. I have the one that I'm using now from Morphe, as well as the contour brush from Real Techniques. I think I'm gonna pass this along. Same with this one, blush brush. Yeah, I haven't used it in a very long time. Do you even see these shapes on the camera? Kinda. This is a Real Techniques Dual Fiber Contour Brush. I like this for face paint, so I'll keep that one. Oh, and I have another stippling brush. Yeah, it's the same one as this. So, I don't know. I might actually keep this one because it's very cool handle, and I'll give this one away. This is a little small stipple brush from e.l.f. Cosmetics, also good for face painting, so I'll keep that. This is a e.l.f. Unnamed brush, but how is this different? It's not. It's the same thing. I'm gonna give this away. This is the e.l.f. Highlight Blush. My god, I can't speak. And I used to use it for bronzer, but I have something else now and don't use that at all. This is the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna keep that. Here I have another of the buffing brushes from Real Techniques. I love these for foundation, so I have a few of them running. This is the e.l.f. powder brush, but I kept the Zoeva one, so I'll pass this one along. These are two Real Techniques pointed foundation brushes, and I like these for face painting, so I keep them. This is the Eco Tools Skin Perfecting brush. I actually do not like this. I had it, used it for some BB creams for a while, but I don't like it. And then here I have a lip brush from Essence, which should go with the lip brushes. And yeah, I did a little bit of decluttering, but not a lot. These brushes will go. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 brushes that I'm getting rid of, and these are all staying. That isn't super nice, but at least a little bit better. These brushes here are just my everyday, so I would not get rid of these at all, ever, I would say. Here are the brushes that I use on a daily basis, and there were a lot of extras because I did a lot of looks lately that were a little bit more colorful, so I used a lot of eye brushes. But yeah, we can take a look, at least starting with the face brushes. This is my current powder brush. This is the Morphe E3, and I have these brush guards that I put on my brushes when they dry so that they keep their shape, and I love this brush for my face. Another face brush that I use a lot, it's the Lux Sheer Cheek 127 from Zoeva. I really like this for blush. Then we have this little contour brush from Real Techniques that I used for my colorful looks. And this will go back into storage because I don't use it on a daily basis. Here we have a ColourPop. This is a cheek brush or like a little highlighter brush. I also use for my colorful looks, and this will go back in storage. This is the Real Techniques cheek brush, and I also like this one for applying sheer foundations. So I'll put that one away. This is the sculpting brush that I use for my contour, so this I will keep. This is my foundation brush. It's the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques, and I prefer this one actually to the buffing brush by Real Techniques. This is my bronzer brush. This is the Morphe M527. Beautiful, really, really big bronzer brush. I really like it. This is in my everyday staples. Here I have a Morphe MB41, and I use this for bronzer when I want to use my Hourglass Unlocked palette that has very small pan. This is a smaller bronzer brush. My other powder brush is the E48 for under my eyes and smaller sections if I am, for example, only setting my T-zone with a mattifying powder. And it looks like that was all the face brushes. I can go through with you my favorite eye brushes. This is the Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease. Really great. I have a few of them. Yeah, here is another one. Really like those. Then here we have my Morphe M507, which I use in the outer V, and an Essence brush that I use to pack on my foiled eyeshadows and just shades on the lid. And these will all go here. Here we have another Morphe brush from their 12 set of eye brushes. This I really like as well. It's a small tapered crease brush. Really, really nice. This is an unnamed brush that I use for glitter. Here I have a base shadow brush from Real Techniques and the Zoeva wing liner. Also stuff that I use for colorful looks usually. This is a Morphe B33, and this I use to smudge underneath the eyes and my eyeliner on the upper lash line. Here I have a small Morphe brush that I use for the inner corner from that 12 set that I bought a while ago, and this is the Morphe M506, which I really like for detailed crease work. Is it getting really dark for you guys? Maybe this will work. Here I have a bunch of other brushes, a precision brush, another little Morphe brush for the crease, an e.l.f. angled liner, and a Boozy Shop pencil brush. These are all brushes that I use for colorful looks. Same here, a small, quite useless actually brush. I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. This is a nameless brush that I use for cream products. You can see it's stained blue-green because I use it for really colorful looks. This is another Morphe M321, very small pencil brush that I can use for detail work. This is another Essence eyeshadow brush. I really like these for metallic shades. Here is my Essence, oh that fell. Here is my Essence eyeliner brush that I use for my brows. Let's see if we can have it stay up a little bit longer. This is a Sigma small tapered blending that I use for colorful looks. This is not an original Sigma, this is from China, and this can go there. BH Cosmetics number 6 is from a little set that I bought, and I really like how teeny tiny this brush is. Very good for detail work. And this is the Makeup Geek pointed crease brush. It's quite stiff, so I don't use it a lot, but it's nice to pack on color. From this cluster we have the Morphe E36, which is another little pencil brush, but it's a little bit softer, so I can actually blend a little with this as well. Here we have another fake Sigma, the pencil brush number E30. And here we have an e.l.f. blending eye brush, which is, yeah, actually I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's not really good. It's very, very flimsy. Here I have another nameless blending brush that I use for colorful looks. This is a artist little very thin pointed liner that I got in an art store, and this I just got in Ann Arbor, $3.25 actually, that I use for eyeliner looks. This is a little Zoeva detail brush. This is also, I think, a knockoff from China, I think, but it's really nice because it's really small. And this is from the electric palette, which I don't own anymore, but I still have the brush, apparently. Here we have a Morphe M432, which is really nice to smudge really close to the lash line. A little Real Techniques pointed liner brush, which I use for detail work. And in another of my Essence metallic eyeshadow brushes, I don't know how to call them. Here I have another Makeup Geek brush. This is the Outer V brush, also very stiff dome, but really good for packing in color. Then I have a 322 brow line from Zoeva that I use interchangeably with the Morphe one to pack color really close to the lash line.